very exciting to be here, but we're not done yet.
Hours are ticking down to SDSU's Sweet 16 game. How the team is getting ready coming up.
And we have some light snow falling for areas of KELOLAND this morning as spring flooding continues in other parts of KELOLAND. I'll have your forecast details.
And from overflowing rivers to snowpack runoff, we take a look at your video and pictures sent into UShare.
This is KELOLAND on the go with all you need to know in news and weather as you start your day.
Spring flooding isn't letting up as rivers and creeks continue to rise across KELOLAND.
The Cheyenne River Reservation is one area affected. BIA Highway 3 between Whitehorse and Promise has large ice chunks blocking a portion of the road. Some people have even evacuated their homes. The Morrow River flows through this area. Officials expect it to crest soon. And in central South Dakota, the town of Blunt is fighting to keep Medicine Creek out of city limits. Mayor Bryce Chambers says sirens were sounded late last night to warn residents of the threat. This is video of Medicine Creek sent into UShare. The mayor says no evacuations have been ordered at this time, but that could change depending on conditions. Sandbags are available for people living in Blunt.
Pictures and video from you, the viewer, is helping us get a better idea of the flooding events across the area. We showed you a clip of this video a moment ago. This is from Bottle, South Dakota. Jesse sent it into UShare. He says they're using a tractor to try and open a path to culverts to help drain the floodwater. And check this out, the melting has only just begun in some areas. We received these pictures to UShare from Lebanon, South Dakota. As you can see, there are still large snow drifts piled up near houses in the area. Scott?
And for some of us, it's just begun. Looks like today will be cool to help slow some of that melting, and that will continue into tomorrow. It's going to show you the outline. Well, temperatures today probably in the 30s and 40s. The same thing for tomorrow, and then warmer temperatures on Sunday, as I think the southern half of KELOLAND should return to the 50s, 40s across the northern half. Better chances for rain as we go through next week. More details on your forecast coming up in just a couple of minutes.
Thanks, Scott. Sioux Falls parks are starting to dry out from recent flooding, but crews still have a lot of cleanup work.
KELOLAND's Max Hofer is at Yankton Trail Park to tell us how crews are addressing the cleanup. Max?
Good morning, guys. I'm here at Yankton Trail Park. After most of the flooding has died down and the crews finally were able to step in and check on the damage surrounding the park area. From broken signs to power lines out of commission, it's tough to even find a place to start for most of the crews.
What crews are doing here right now are dragging some of the sediment that was deposited by the floodwaters on the soccer fields, getting that removed and hauled to the parking lot so that we can eventually haul it out of the park.
While this isn't even a fraction of what's left to be cleaned, it's still a step in the right direction. And despite the crews getting to work, that doesn't mean the parks will be open anytime soon. To find a clothesline of parks around Sioux Falls, you can find a link under this story at KELOLAND.com. On location at Yankton Trail Park, Max Hofer, KELOLAND News.
All right, thanks a lot, Max. With the threat of flooding going down in Sioux Falls, maybe many people are ready to get rid of sandbags. Today, the city of Sioux Falls will announce sandbag drop-off locations. We'll have the details later today on KELOLAND News. Another story we'll be following. Today marks the official last day of the legislative session. Today is also known as Veto Day. KELOLAND's Capitol News Bureau reporter Bob Mercer will be in Pierre as lawmakers respond to legislation rejected by the governor.
It's also a big day for South Dakota State basketball. The Jackrabbits will attempt to extend their season even further tonight against Oregon. The SDSU women's basketball team has played its way into uncharted territory, advancing to the Sweet 16 for the first time in program history. Now the team hopes to keep the momentum going.
It's the first time in the Sweet 16, but we don't want to settle here. And, we're ready for this game, and we just got to play like we have been all year. Obviously it's a big game, but it could be our last game as well. You just got to keep playing with that motivation we've had the whole year.
SDSU and Oregon take the court tonight. Tip-off is set for 10:30 Central Time. Our live coverage continues with midday in KELOLAND, and we'll have a live blog during tonight's game. Scott?
And in weather, we're watching our snow chances across southwestern and south central South Dakota for today. Looks like accumulating snows will stay light. Might be able to get an inch or two in some areas in southwestern and south central South Dakota. As temperatures do warm for this weekend, we are expected to return to the 50s by Sunday, but the numbers will remain cool for tomorrow. Temperatures today in the 30s and 40s, tonight to the teens and 20s. Tomorrow will have numbers warm to the 30s and 40s, even warmer on Sunday. And that's a look at your KELOLAND Live Doppler forecast.
Thanks, Scott, and thanks for joining us for KELOLAND on the Go. Be sure to join us on air for midday in KELOLAND.
Until then, you can get up-to-the-minute developments right here on KELOLAND.com. Now go have a great day.